Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Autumn and I am back with another video. So today I wanted to do kind of like a quick little comparison between living up north and living in the south. So just for background, for reference, I lived in the north for going on about 4 years, and I am originally from the south. So I'm from Georgia. I was not born here, but I was raised here all of grade school, college, whatever. And then I moved up north to get my master's, and I was up there for 4 years, and I just recently moved back to Georgia. So I wanted to do like a comparison video on the north and the south and what I liked and disliked about both areas. And you know, just in case you were thinking of moving, you know, just to be aware from a black perspective of what each area has. So if you are ready to get into this, then go ahead and tune in. Let's get into it. So I guess I'll start with the good for both sides because we're gonna start off on a positive note. I'm gonna start off with the north because I just left there, so everything's still fresh in my mind. One of the best parts about living in the north is the snow. It's equally the worst part as well because I don't like shoveling snow, but being in snow is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful up there. Speaking of beauty, the foliage up north is vastly different than it is down south. I do live in Georgia. We do have changing leaves and fall, but it's something different up north. It's much more vibrant. The colors are brighter than they are down here than they are up north. Up north, they're just so vibrant. I don't know if you guys recall, but Family Guy did an episode about how northerners come up north to see the leaves change. Or not northerners, but how people come up north to see the leaves change. That is the truth. It's gorgeous. I don't have any pictures to show, but if you ever get a chance to go further up north, and when I mean north, I'm talking like upstate New York and Connecticut and Rhode Island, all in like the New England area. It's gorgeous up there. So beautiful in the fall time. Another thing that I liked about the north that I think it has a better advantage on the north than it does in the south is the seafood. The quality of seafood is vastly amazing, much more amazing than it is down south. I don't know if that's just because I just haven't had enough seafood in the south, but the northern seafood is just, wow, where do y'all catch y'all fish? Another thing I like about the north is that as far as a political standpoint, they're much more open-minded depending on where you go. There are some places in Pennsylvania that were not as open-minded as I thought they would be. I think that, you know, the world gives us this idea that people that live up north are not racist. That is not true. But we'll get into that later. But everybody's a lot more open-minded with their policies, and like it's more common to me anyway. I feel it's more common to have more loud and proud communities up north than it is down south. So I've seen. So then, so now that we're done talking about the good things about the north, let's talk about the good things about the south, because you know, we're from the south. There's a few good things, okay? There's a few things I like. So, first thing on my list, no snow. I know, Autumn, so contradictory. Yes, I do like the snow. I think it's gorgeous. I don't, however, like to shovel. So not having snow is the best thing ever because Autumn's tired of shoveling her car out every day. That got annoying very fast. Another thing I would say that the South has over the North is the better fast food restaurants. Yeah, the seafood may not be the best, but the better fast food restaurants are down here in the South. You've got like Zaxby's, Zacadoo's, there's a lot more Checkers. There's Waffle House down here. There's only like 2 Waffle Houses in the North, and in PA, and they were both bad. Okay, neither one of them were good. I'm sorry, there is no love in their Waffle House. Okay, I need to see the love in the food, and there was none. So yeah, the fast food restaurants down here in the South are just superior. I'm sorry, they're so good. And I guess another thing that I like about the South is the more temperate weather. It doesn't get as cold. It does still get cold, but it doesn't get as cold because you're not necessarily getting all that super Atlantic, northern Atlantic Ocean weather. You're getting more of that southern part of the Atlantic Ocean weather, so it's still cold, but it's not like, oh, I need 3 coats and 16 pairs of socks cold. It's kind of like, today's kind of like a heavy puffer coat day. That's about it. I had to layer up a lot up north, and we don't like to layer up. That's not fun. That's not fun for anybody. So yes, tempered weather in the South is superb. And then the last thing that I think I love the most about the South is that the people are more outspoken down here. You're gonna have more people tell you their mind down here, and I appreciate that. I don't like not knowing what people are thinking. Especially in this climate that we've had. Just got out of that toxic relationship with that orange Cheeto thing, and I think that being able to know people's stance on things and opinions and understand where and why people think the way they do is so valuable. So you're gonna get more of that authenticness in the South than you are gonna be getting from the North. And so with that being said, now we're getting into the negative things that I don't like about the North. One of those things is how quiet the racist people are. Specifically for my black and brown folks. I don't know about y'all, but I prefer my racists to be loud and proud because I need to know who they are. You know, whose house do I need to stay away from? That's what I'm thinking. But when I was living up north, you've got a lot of people who just don't voice their political opinions, or their racism is not a political issue, that don't voice their racial issues and their racial tensions with folks. You'll never realize that you've been working with a coworker for like 5-6 years, and turns out they don't actually like black people. They're just tolerating you. So that's something that was a shock for me when I moved up north. I did not like it. I did not like it at all. It was very uncomfortable. I'm used to I'm used to racist people being out front with their flag, their Confederate flags, and their, Trump hats and stickers. I'm not used to it being someone who you think is normal, and then they're like, yeah, racism, yeah, so that was very weird. I didn't like that. Another thing that I don't like about living in the North is the parking. Oh my God, because it's the North, there's a lot of parallel parking. Now, luckily I lived in the suburbs, so I didn't have to parallel park as much, but my God, even the boroughs of Philadelphia had parallel parking. It was the worst. I get so much anxiety when it comes to parallel parking. I just can't. And like, it's the North. So like, you've got New York and Jersey, and it's just like parallel parking central. It was horrible. I hated every second of that. So the last thing that I don't like about living, or that I did not like about living up north, was people just seemed genuinely unhappy. Not a lot of people smiled. People were they're very fast. They walk very fast. Maybe that's just a short people problem, but like they walk very fast, always on the go, on the go, on the go, as far as like walking and stuff. And they're very rude, very like, no one's jovial. No one's really like, hey, how you doing? Like, you know, they have that southern charm. Yeah, it's like none of that up there. It's a reason why it's called Southern Charm. People up north are just mean. They are so mean. I don't know if that's just because I was raised down here, but they are so mean. Oh my God. Like, can you smile? And I honestly think that it's because there's not a whole lot of sunlight. There's not a whole lot of sunlight up there. It's kind of reminds me of like how I would perceive England to be. Very dreary and dark, and no one smiles because the sun's never out. That's how it comes off. Although I've never been to England, but you know, yeah, people don't smile up there. But you know what? That's not to say that the South doesn't have their own issues. So we're going to get into some issues that I don't like about living in the South. And then we'll be done with this glorious video, and then you can decide which one wins, even though we know who won. We'll get back to that. So some things that I don't like about living in the South is that a lot of people are closed-minded. This is a very church-based, Christian-based area. Like, you're in the Bible Belt. After you pass the Mason-Dixon line, you get into you go into Sunday school every day, like that, those types of people. And because of that, they're not really open-minded with their policies. For example, I've been down here for about a month, and people do not wear their masks at all. I mean, you just be in public, no mask. Like, we not still in a Panamera. No mask at all, none. And then you just coughing and sneezing. Like, they're not open-minded. They do not care about other people. They just care about their religion, and that's it. Like, and I don't know if that's just, it is a southern thing, but it's quite annoying. It's one thing I miss about being up north, is I miss the open-mindedness of people. The other thing that I don't like is this church-based society. Like, I love God. I do. That man's wonderful. Wonderful. Love him. But like, everything is church-based. I mean, there's commercials on TV for churches. That's crazy. That's weird. But then I have to remember, Autumn, you're in the South. This is supposed to be here. They don't think like regular people. So yeah, I guess it's kind of their thing, but it's something I don't really appreciate. I mean, you don't have to shove your religion down other people's throats, and I don't think the South got that memo at all, especially because the South doesn't have much diversity in religion. There's more diversity in religion up north, and I appreciated that a lot. I have so many Muslim friends. I've met a lot of Jewish people. Like, the amount of religions that I've encountered outside of living in the South was phenomenal. It's wonderful. I loved it. The other thing that I don't like about living in the South, and this is a little more superficial, is like the impatient drivers. Like, where are y'all going? If you don't know, living in the South, everything is like 15-20 minutes away. Nothing is close, ever. Nothing is close. It does not matter where you live. Nothing is close. In comparison, living up north, everything's close. You need to go to the store, it's 2 minutes up the road. You need to go to Walmart, 5 minutes up the road. So there's no need to rush to go places. I feel like down south, everybody's in a rush to get everywhere. Like, I am so thankful that I have not gotten into a car accident, because the way that people drive down here makes so much sense to why I have road rage. It makes so much sense. Tons of sense. But yeah, so those are my things I do and do not like about living in the North and the South. I guess I'll just leave it up to you guys. If you ever lived in the South or lived in the North, or if you've moved from one to the other, what are some similarities or differences that you liked or didn't like? Like for me, I know that there's a ton more things, and a lot of them are super superficial. Like what? Like the no turn on red in Pennsylvania. Who in the world decided that was a good idea? Please, yes, exactly. But yeah, so if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to just mash that subscribe button. We are building a family over here. We are growing. It's wonderful. And yeah. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. So like I was saying, we all know this video is like a North versus the South thing, but we know who won. We know who won. I guess I didn't miss that either. I didn't miss that about the South. All these people are in denial. All of them. Every single one of them. I don't know. Isn't it treason at this point? It's treason, isn't it? I'm gonna hush before I get demonetized or something.